Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to formally introduce myself as your new AAPW Universal Champion, Zeke Rose. You see, I became your new Universal Champion last Saturday, but it was informed by the powers that be that I relinquished one of those titles. But my buddy, Zach Taylor, in commemoration of my new Grand Champion status, has created the first annual Zeke Rose Invitational, where we are inviting the best of AAPW's locker room to compete for this title. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are formally invited October 15th at AAPW Arena, and we hope to see you there and catch the wave.
At the Zeke Rose Invitational Tournament on October 15th here at AAPW, I'm going to be bringing my peace and love because Zeke, I've also been the AAPW social media champion. I've also been the AAPW heavyweight champion. I won those at the same time way before you did, friend. So now that we have the AAPW wrestling championship, it's coming back home to Culture Shock, baby. And that is your peace and your love and your Culture Shock.
It's Warsaw, your 15-time, 24/7, 365 champion. But today isn't about that. You know, AAPW constantly tries to keep me down, but I found out we're having a little tournament, and I'm gonna win that AAPW title, and I'm gonna have 2 titles, and for once, Warsaw will reign over all.
Edmund Thornton Chen, you have made this personal. Last week you came from behind and low-blowed me and then pinned me for the win. You know what, that was in the past. What I need to look forward to is the future. And what the future holds for me is the AAPW title tournament. I've won tag team gold here, but I've just been this close to winning singles gold, and I haven't quite done it yet. But this tournament is exactly what I need. And once I'm finally done and over with, I will finally become the AAPW champion.
At last, Edmund Thornton Chen has achieved his revenge, and now AAPW has no choice but to acknowledge just how genius I truly am. And what better way to reward that than with an illustrious opportunity for the AAPW Wrestling Championship. I may have just arrived, but I have proven that I have more than what it takes to compete on the level of people like Zeke Rose. And this tournament will only suffice to cement that. I will decimate the competition not through brute force or physicality, but through sheer wisdom and intelligence. No one stands a chance because I went to college.
Wentworth is back and better than ever, baby. You saw me beat Ziggy Winston for the 1-2-3. Now I'm ready for this Zeke Rose Invitational Tournament to take that AAPW Wrestling Championship home with yours truly, Maxwell Wentworth. Now, I might not know who I have in store for me on the 15th, but all I know is they're not ready for me.
AAPW, I told you that there would be change, and change there was. This past show at AAPW, Zeke Rose destroyed Lawrence Patel to become the new AAPW America's Champion. Now, something has to be done because Zeke Rose is above that title. He has to move on from the AAPW Wrestling Championship and has to create something new for AAPW moving forward. So, this Saturday, the AAPW Zeke Rose Invitational, a tournament for the newly vacated AAPW Wrestling Championship. And since I don't like weakness, I'm entering myself into that tournament. But don't you worry, I'm going to give myself the absolute toughest opponents that AAPW can offer because I believe in equality, right? But anyways, come this Saturday, Zeke Rose Invitational, AAPW Arena. Be there.
It is about time someone addresses the problem here at AAPW. Because ever since Pops left, it has been chaos. Anderson has been breathing down my neck. Zach Taylor is out to get me for some reason. And I don't even know where I've been to myself lately. Because I've been hitting every single roadblock in my life. I've been getting these wins, but
but they keep trying to hold me down. And I swear whoever gets in my way is gonna feel the wrath of Aapw.
Hey yo, this is King Cortez, one half of Viva La Raza, one half of the AAPW Tag Team Champions. And other than that, Zeke Rose, I heard you got your invitation coming up, homie. And you know what? I'm gonna take that gold from you, homie. Or I didn't forget that you took our titles, and I still got beef. Check it out this Saturday at APW, October 15th. What's up?
This Saturday, the Zeke Rose Invitational for the AAPW Wrestling Championship. Austin James is not playing around anymore. You see, now that Zeke Rose has relinquished that championship and Zach Taylor has decreed that this tournament is for the championship, I'm no longer playing around. And anyone that's in my way is going to get run down because I'm hungry. I want gold. Gold that I will have, gold that I need, gold that I want. I will have it this Saturday, October 15th.
October 15th, the Zeke Rose Invitational. And your boy Cash Paul is gonna be in the building. And you know I'm gonna bring it. It's time for Cash Paul to take his gold, and it's time for me to shine. Now Saturday, come out and watch me win this thing.
This Saturday, October 15th, I and my best friend Bubbles get the privilege to partake in the Zeke Rose Invitational. Bubbles has been eyeing the wrestling championship for a while now. It's time for Lalo to rise.
October 1st, I lost the America's title, but not due to some controversy. You see, Christopher Black came out, Zach came out, and they ultimately made me lose my America's title. But that's okay. Come October 15th, we have the Zeke Rose Invitational. I got screwed over October 1st, but what better way to screw them over than by winning the wrestling championship? You know, I haven't forgot about October 1st, and that's okay. Because Zach, you and your cronies, you'll get it. You'll get it. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, you all will obey. Because I am the law. And what I say goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of AAPW Heatwave. I am the fabulous flyweight Felix Rogers, and we are just minutes away from a very historic night here at AAPW. It is the first ever Zeke Rose Wrestling Invitational Tournament. We've got 16 competitors here tonight, all vying to become the new AAPW Wrestling Champion. And of course, here at the pre-show, I've brought along the man himself, the new AAPW America's Heavyweight Champion, the Venice Beast, Zeke Rose. Zeke, why don't you tell everybody about this tournament tonight, this plan that you've concocted together?
Well, this is basically the brainchild of our commissioner, Zach Taylor. So with me winning the America's title last week, I had to relinquish the America's Wrestling, or the APW Wrestling belt from the powers that be. But here we're going to see the sunset on my reign as APW Wrestling Champion, and we will crown a new one, watching the sunrise with another AAPW superstar. I mean, the plan is that our commissioner, Zach Taylor, will hopefully take this wrestling title. Now, there are plenty worthy contenders in here, you know, with CJC, a former America's champion, and Lawrence Patello. The last AAPW's America's champion. But like I said, Zach Taylor has this in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, you can follow us on social media at official AAPW on all platforms. If you're tuning in live tonight, be it on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, make sure you guys let yourself know who your pick to become the next AAPW wrestling champion is in the comments. 16 men, one big bracket tonight. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned as we head towards AAPW Heatwave.
Catch the wave.
It's Saturday night, so everybody welcome to AAPW Heatwave! This very special edition, Zeke Rose Invitational! We will crown a new AAPW Wrestling Champion tonight! For those of you curious about the brackets, come on down to our concession stand over here and you will see them on that little wall. We will be updating them throughout the night. We also have our merch stand on the left over there. You walk by it, come on by back there and get yourself some masks, shirts, stickers. Those are new. I want one. Well, we have many exciting matches, but before I go any further, folks, I would like to introduce to you the commissioner of AAPW, Mr. Zach Taylor. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to AAPW. I am your commissioner, Zach Taylor. Tonight, we have an absolutely banger of a show in the Zeke Rose Invitational. Last show, we crowned a brand new AAPW America's Champion. And now tonight, we're going to run a tournament where we're going to crown a brand new AAPW Wrestling Champion. Myself included in this tournament. Leroy's going to be in the tournament. You know, all's fair, love, and war. Brother, may the best man win at the end of the night. Yes, sir. I believe in you. I'm going to win. All right. So, guys, tonight, I actually have very good news. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Zach, nothing that you can say is possibly going to be good, but I promise you're going to love this one. Can y'all please hit my guest's music? Yes, it's Pop It On. Please play it. Do you not have Pop It On music? Come on. He's looking at me like, brother, no one told me. I don't know. Whatever, don't play the music. Pop it on. Get your ass out here. Come on, brother. Let's go. The man, the myth, the legend, it is Ray Pop It On Campos. I appreciate you so much for... Have some patience, Pops. The fact that I'm letting you in this building is a miracle in itself. Be happy that you're here, buddy. Now, like I said, I have very good news. This might seem familiar. Don't get scared, buddy. You like that? Are you serious? Absolutely, guys. I am officially tonight reinstating Pop It On to AAPW. As a special guest assistant ring announcer. Do you love AAPW? Of course. Will you do anything for the company? Of course. Well, then that's your position. That's kindness. You should be thanking me. That's kindness. Am I wrong? Pop it on.
All right. Well, I gotta say, I guess for the past month, I've been at home watching the show online. It's been a good show. It's been a great show. Damn good show. And all I've seen is you run rampant, doing whatever the hell you want to do around here. And of course, they say when the cat's away, the mice will play. So, you know what it means? Well, I just wish this would say I was reinstated to whip your ass. So you're putting me to special guest ring announcer, but you know what? I don't trust you. No one here trusts you. No one here likes you. So what's the catch here, Zach? What's the catch here, Zach? What else? You got me as special guest ring announcer. Is that it? I'm just going to come out here, introduce matches. Is that all? I mean...
Absolutely not, Pop. That's not it. I'm not that I'm not that disrespectful, people. I have more respect for my seniors, for Papa Don, for people who paved the way, for people like Zeke Rose to be the AAPW America's Champion. I have more things that you can do. And what I want you to do right now, if you want even the spot that I gave you tonight, if you ever want to step foot in this ring again, this is what you're going to do. Take this belt, raise it up, and let Zeke Rose get the praise that he deserves. Hold the belt up. Then you can take anything that I offered you and get out. Now take the belt, raise it up, and acknowledge Zeke Rose as the new AAPW America's Champion. Let's give it up. That is how you show respect to the people who run this company. Yes, that is it. For now. Now you can mosey on over to your corner, and when I feel you can do something else, I'll let you know. Everybody give it up for Papa Don! All right, guys. And with that, it is time to begin the Zeke Rose Invitational to crown the brand new AAPW Wrestling Champion. The first set of rounds will begin right now, and none other than yours truly, the commissioner, Zach Taylor, is going to open the show. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Zach, you have been cheating your way, stacking the deck in your favor. You have been running, hiding, cheating, and you know what? I understand what you're saying. So tonight, I am going to give myself nothing but the best that AAPW has to offer. Is that the best AAPW has to offer? Do you guys want to see Zach Taylor versus Lalo Luna for the opening match? Is that what you want? And his opponent from the Foundation Hospital, accompanied to the ring by his men, Bubbles, Lalo Luna!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting right into the action here, I guess, for the opening contest here in the Zeke Rose Invitational. I'm the fabulous flyweight Felix Rogers, joined as always by my dear friend and compatriot, Garrett Schultz. And Garrett, I don't know exactly who Zach Taylor was supposed to face in the first round of this matchup, but whether through his commissioner duties or Lalo Luna's straight call in response to hearing his name, this is now our opening match here in the Zeke Rose Invitational.
Indeed, a little improvised, as it were. Zach Taylor himself got a little taken off guard by Lalo's insistence on being in the first round here. But yeah, not one to waste time. We're getting right into it here under Zach Taylor's command, and here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess as we're getting started here, this will be a very big test for all 16 competitors tonight. This is a one-night tournament, so we're going from our first round of 16 all the way through to the finals. So this is not only going to test your physical and mental endurance, having to wrestle probably multiple times in one night, but also you can only really prepare so much. You can understand, you can look at the bracket, you can see, okay, this is who I might be facing in the second round of the semis or however, but so much preparation. You really got to stay on your toes and adapt to what's going on in front of you in order to survive.
You are so right, Felix. It's just as much of a mind game as it is a physical one. You can prepare yourself for one person all you want, but you might be facing two completely different people if you get lucky enough to go to all three rounds.
you can see here, I mean, one example of mind games and someone impervious to them is Lalo Luna, but does get baited in by, that lockup that Zach Taylor presented, kick to the gut, and going right to work as the commissioner.
Already wearing down Lalo, pulling him in with that test of strength, and then striking at him when he least expected it.
Absolutely. And as this first match has gone underway, we are joined by the namesake of this tournament, the AAPW America's Heavyweight Champion, Zeke Rose, joining us on commentary to watch Commissioner Taylor's opening contest here.
What's up, guys? I am here. We are about to see who will come out on top as your new AAPW Wrestling Champion. And it is an honor, just to be able to sit here and witness such an occasion. I just won my last, championship match against Lawrence, becoming grand champion. And, Zach Taylor, hats off to him, our new commissioner. Definitely leading us into a new age, a new era, and saw me as being the future champion, and I came through. So, as we see the sunset on my reign here as wrestling champion, I'm looking forward to seeing the sunrise of another.
Absolutely, and now you were the inaugural wrestling champion. Of course, this title was created when the social media and heavyweight belts were unified just a couple months ago. So whoever wins this will only be the second champion in the lineage. So it's already probably in your eyes quite a big pair of shoes to fill, but it's going to go to one competitor here tonight, and it's been all Commissioner Taylor from the get-go here.
Those size 15s are very, very hard shoes to fill, but if there's anybody that's suited for the role, it's our commissioner, Zach Taylor. I learned a lot from him. You see that clothesline? Very Zeke-like. I definitely got my clotheslines from this guy's repertoire. So, like I said, I feel like he's the best fit for this. Now, Lalo, I did have my number one contenders match against him. Very worthy competitor. He only lasted about 3 minutes, but if anybody can come through, I think Lalo can definitely pull an upset.
Yeah, so far I feel like 3 minutes has been it's a pretty good record to keep up with you so far from what I've seen.
Here we go here. Getting a little bit ahead of steam there. Taylor getting a bit overzealous after that knee drop.
That's right, those powerful back elbows of Lalo's coming into play here.
He looks recharged, he looks refreshed, I hit him with my discus clothesline, which I call the wave, sent him on the beach, sipping Mai Tais with his buddy Bubbles, the manager. But yeah, he's definitely coming out hot.
Hold on, and I think some unique offense there. I think Lalo just took a bite out of Commissioner Taylor, and the straight jacket senton too.
Using his body as a weapon, throwing himself in his opponent.
He will do whatever means necessary.
Absolutely, sir.
I think if there was only one guy who I faced smaller than me that did not have fear in his eyes, it was Lalo. And that kind of got to me a little bit, to be honest with you.
You definitely got to be wondering what kind of mind games that plays when your own mind games have no effect on your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Commissioner Taylor there, drop kick to the face, taking Lalo off of his feet here. And you got to really start thinking on your toes here, start looking to put stuff away on. Hold on here.
Here we go.
Oh, goodness.
It begins right here.
This could be the beginning of the end right here.
Oh, out of a muscle bust position into a knee drop there, and that's enough to put Lalo Luna away.
The guy is steadily figuring out how to change the game.
Absolutely.
And that's why he's my favorite. Not only is he my business partner, but he's also a mentor.
An unbelievably devastating drop, throwing Lalo's the back of his head into his knee like that. Absolutely took him down. Trevor Blue having to go check on him.
Yeah, absolutely reminiscent there of maybe a Fire Thunder driver or a Muscle Buster. So similar moves from that position, but innovative offense there from the commissioner, and it's enough to put Lalo Luna away. I think he kind of knew, knowing that he's got a long road ahead of him. He's got 3 more matches after this one to be able to become America's the wrestling champion. So got to make short work of your opponents, conserve that energy for the rest of the night.
Oh, for sure. But that show of disrespect there at the end.
I don't think it's disrespect. It's just, you're asserting your dominance. And Zach Taylor is a dominant force.
Call it what you want, sir. Still doesn't make it any more pleasant to watch.
Well, advancing to the quarterfinals is going to be Commissioner Taylor here.
Mr. Taylor does make a great point. All of our athletes, as well as many of y'all, benefit from the help of Dr. Schroeder of Schroeder Chiropractic. And we are to say thank you, Dr. Schroeder, for keeping our athletes in shape. Signs right there. Let's keep going with this wrestling action, though. The following contest in this first round of the Zeke Rose Invitational. Introducing first, hailing from the commune in Waco, Texas, weighing in at 187 pounds, representing Culture Shock, Ali Summers!
Well, as we move on into the first round of the Zeke Rose Invitational, we mentioned earlier the social media and heavyweight titles were unified to create the wrestling championship, but there was one man who held both those titles simultaneously first, much like you did, Zeke, and that is the flower child, Ali Summers, who held both titles for a brief time about a year ago. So continuing to hopefully add to that championship resume tonight is Ali Summers.
Rocking some new gear, too, looking for that new gear's luck. Let's see if it'll take him all the way here tonight.
Is it me, or does Ollie look a little bit taller today? I don't know.
You know,
He looks a little more stout.
I think he kind of does.
No, it's they say the vegan diet isn't good for filling out.
Flower child has been watered and very well nourished.
A lot of photosynthesis this time of year.
Well, first time matchup here between these two. ETC, the most educated man in all of AAPW. Little known fact, I don't know if you've heard about this, guys. He did go to college.
I've heard whispers about this man going to a higher education institution.
I've heard that he went to college a couple of times, but you know, the Venice Beast has gone to college too, and like I said, I know a good prospect when I see one, and I really like this kid. I really like what he brings to the table. I like his knowledge. I like his tenacity. He's very well calculated. You know what? He's my underdog for this match, to be honest with you.
Think he's like a dark horse to make a run pretty deep in this bracket?
Oh yeah. You're about to see. I mean, he's made some waves going against Houston Hendricks and our mystery guy from last week.
Dar the Punisher.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Dangerous, man. I saw him. He didn't say a word to me, you know, but the Venice Beast, not afraid of anybody. But he definitely had something to show last week.
Definitely a lot of mystique behind that man, that is for sure.
Here we go. As you see there, I brought it right there at the headlock. And, you know, while Edmund Thornton Chen does kind of operate off of a strategy based purely on logic and study, Ali Summers playing a little bit of mind games with him here too, but CTC not having any of it. These shoulder checks into the corner.
Chen in control of the match in the beginning here. From the looks of it, he's got Ollie trapped in that corner. Bit of a snapmare, gets him back into the center. Oh, and just the brutal slap to the back of the head.
Yeah, I'm sure that did way more mental damage than physical. Oh, well.
Ouch.
Turnabout is fair play there. Now backline from Ollie Summers, flooring ETC.
That should be illegal.
Chen knew that could have been the end. He rolled out of the ring there. That ring awareness, that ring knowledge we were talking about earlier. As full as himself as he is, Chen is a very smart gentleman. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. He's smart enough to distribute that pain somewhere else. So
I would hope so. It definitely sounds like it's all in the chest area at this moment, though.
Yeah, that fleshy smacks echoing across the arena. And we're getting back into the ring here now.
Just sending out here, giving a bit of a rub on the temple after those shots. Oh,
there we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Dragon screw from the middle rope.
Yeah, those are dangerous. I mean, the dragon screw is a very surprisingly dangerous move. You know, you target a lot of sensitive ligaments and muscles there in the knee, and I mean, you guys know as well as anybody else who follows wrestling, even in a slight iota, knee injuries are some of the most debilitating and longest-lasting injuries that a wrestler can experience.
Oh, how right you are, Felix. Targeting that back of the knee that opens up the ACL and all those other kinds of nerves. That's a dangerous spot to get hit.
Oh, and a dragon screw from the middle rope, too.
Oh, my gosh. He's dissecting that leg of Ollie's.
Hey, he went to college.
He did. He went to college.
Yeah, I mean, definitely biology 101 in full effect here. the anterior cruciate ligament, the lateral cruciate ligament, all in great peril for Ollie Summers as ETC continues to try to take him down here, but Ollie holding onto the top rope.
Bit of a jawbreaker to mix things up here.
There we go.
And a kick to the sternum.
Oh, and a spinning heel kick too.
Beautifully delivered, center of the ring. Ollie manages to kick out at 2, though.
One critical move away.
Absolutely, Zeke. One move. 3 seconds is all you need to win a match. Momentum can turn on a dime here.
And again, going after that leg is Edmund Thornton Chen. And I mean, Ollie's been struggling to get his feet back underneath him since.
You're right, Felix. You saw how he kind of slipped as he was going up on that second turnbuckle. Earlier in the match, it gave Chen all the time he needed to come and capitalize on that moment. Ollie's still somewhat struggling to stand on that injured knee now. Chen has found his target, and he's going to dissect it until there's nothing left.
Ollie gets a boot up to stop him. Back elbow.
Oh my gosh, delivered right to the jaw there. This is the worst place to get hit in the top of the head, that's for sure. Using the ropes now.
He is a genius. No doubt about it.
The ring is as much a weapon as your body is, and Chen knows this. He knows it for a fact.
Oh, hold on. He's got him hooked up here. Oh, Ollie Summers in precarious position. He's the entire metal buckle.
Face first into that steel turnbuckle. And that was a close one, a 2.9 if there ever was one, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I would be a little bit dazed too if I got hit in the head with a a big piece of metal.
I would probably be seeing flowers too if I were Ollie at that point.
Oh, and here goes single leg crab here by ETC.
Oh my gosh.
A submission victory just as good as a pinfall, trying to work it through.
Wrenching on that target knee there, applying so much pressure to it.
Oh, transitions into a toe hold there, but that free leg, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, rolls through, beautiful leg lock here applied.
Oh my gosh, Ollie fighting, struggling to get to the ropes.
This is tough. Ollie's got to think about it. Even a victory here, if he's able to escape, he still has to wrestle 3 more matches on that injured leg if he even happens to make it out of this alive.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Oh, bit of a flash pin. Works his way around into another one. Schoolboy locked in, but Chen powers his way out.
Yeah, Ollie knows he has to win quick. Hold on. Rolls through.
There we go.
Oh, twisting and turning. Oh, I think.
Knocks Chen off his feet.
Yeah, Chen's a little bit dizzy here. Hold on.
I'm dizzy just watching this.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like throwing each other through loop-de-loops. Chen able to regain himself just enough to kick out, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can see ETC trying to figure out and remember where exactly he might be. He's got to know what's about him. Oh, eats the buckle. Watch out. Oh!
And a line to the corner rocks Chen.
This is where Ollie is dangerous. This is where he's dangerous, guys.
Oh, the crowd is in love with him, though. He misses the back line, though. That could have been the end right there.
Yeah, call it instinct or just a symptom of the dazed and confused ETC, but he goes low on the chop block, up at the top and drives the knees down.
Sends Ollie face first into the mat. That could be it right there. And it is.
Very impressive.
6 minutes. Yes. Edmund Thornton Chen. All right, wrestling fans, the first round continues with the following contest. Introducing first, hailing from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds, Michael Arrow.
Arrow and Anderson.
Michael Arrow.
That's right.
Here we go.
This guy looks like he has a chip on his shoulder. I don't know, man. Tell me what you think.
I mean, I would definitely say so. He's had a very interesting past few weeks. You know, he claimed a victory over Sergeant Anderson a couple shows ago, then had to be impromptu thrown into a career or like a career-threatening match against Commissioner Taylor, which he won, thankfully, by DQ, but...
He's also a former champion, too. So.
That is very true.
140 pounds, Sergeant Anderson!
And I was about to allude, by luck of the draw, he happens to face Sergeant Anderson here in the first round. So, you know, obviously the history with each other, the reason that Michael Aapw won that career-threatening match by disqualification was because Sergeant Anderson came and hit him with a steel chair right as he was about to secure victory, or at least potentially secure victory.
Even all the way over here in the booth, you could cut the tension with a knife. You can feel the animosity and hatred these two have for each other as we explode into a bit of an improvised Thez press right from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Michael Aapw definitely has always been a very you know, intense wrestler, very off the wall, human pinball to some extent, but going straight full fire out of the gates here, charging again into Sergeant Anderson in the corner.
I've never seen this kind of fire out of Michael Aapw before. It's like he has something to prove.
Yeah, Sergeant Anderson, you know, I think went for the eyes the second he saw an opportunity there, now trying to take over. Aapw reverses for a moment. These guys, yeah, firing at all cylinders.
Why?
Rope to the groin, drop kick to the back. And while we're watching two men absolutely eviscerate each other's bodies, we'd like to remind you that this match is sponsored by Schroeder Chiropractic.
Yeah, absolutely. As he finally, as Sergeant Anderson decides to get out of Dodge for a brief moment, one of his patented strategic breaks here, but Aapw not giving him an inch.
What has gotten into Michael Aapw?
There's a fire in this man's heart, and it is burning bright, and it is burning bright and burning hot here tonight.
Yeah, I definitely, it definitely feels like his personal vendetta against Sergeant Anderson kind of supersedes that of the wrestling championship. As you can see, looking for a monkey flip here, but Anderson holds on. Oh, and snake eyes him on the top rope.
You know, sometimes you just got to do something to knock them off their game, and I'm glad Sergeant Anderson did that. Sergeant Anderson's actually my favorite to win this match. I loved everything he brought to the table since he dropped the American Eagle, and you know, became his true self, and he definitely has something to prove here as well.
Both men just absolutely taking each other to task, destroying each other in any way they can possibly imagine. I'm not even sure this is about a title for these two men anymore.
Oh no, these guys have history. I mean, if you can recall, they had a strap match that was very intense. And to be honest with you, the Venice Beast, I can never be in one of those strap matches, because if I get hit once, I'll probably want to kill somebody. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these two had quite the feud a year ago when, like you said, Sergeant Anderson was still under the American Eagle mask, but now it seems like a bit of a reversal here. I think Sergeant Anderson's kind of harbored that disdain for Michael Aapw ever since, and it's kind of refueled into this absolute, you know, this absolute brawl that these two have been having so far.
This is great.
Oh, and yep, that's an effective way to keep your opponent grounded. Just a big shot to the chest.
Just a hard, sturdy boot to the chest.
Yo, and this is what I wanted out of the Zeke Rose Invitational. You know, the embodiment of Zeke Rose. You know, the aggression, the power, the strategy, everything that completes a champion. And right now, these two guys are bringing everything to the table.
You wanted to watch men tear each other in half, basically, is what you're saying.
I mean, doesn't everybody like to see people get decimated? I mean, we can go back to the Roman age where the gladiators just battle to the death. And this is exactly what I wanted. This is awesome.
Modern day gladiatorial combat right here at AAPW, especially between these two.
Yeah, you can see Aapw's found himself on top of the time being using those knees, trying to go back after the back, and then a guillotine leg drop. That's a dangerous area to be targeting, fellas. At the back of the head.
Right.
Definitely a Zeke Rose.
That's definitely one way to get you to start seeing shapes and colors you'd never imagined before. And there we go, back to the hard chops to the chest.
Might as well shot an arrow in his heart.
Over here.
And here we go.
Perfect position there by referee Anthony Garza. Just a 2 count though for Aapw. Sergeant Anderson still in it.
He had him dead to rights, dead center, but Sergeant Anderson was able to power out just in time. And we're back into a chin lock here, and Anderson raking the hair of Aapw.
Yeah, going straight again. Back to that face and eyes that will, doesn't matter how big, how small, that going after the good old vision protocols is good. I'm trying to think of a different word for eyes there, and just nothing here.
Yeah, not a lot of poise or technique in that move in particular, but when you're smashing your opponent's face into the mat, I'm not sure technique really matters that much.
Yeah, DDT only getting a 2 count there from Sergeant Anderson.
Okay, I see Michael Aapw's life bar going down, down, down. Sergeant Anderson is only 1 or 2 big moves
5
away.
minutes have gone by. 5 minutes.
Each two count these guys just gets a little closer every time, and now Anderson's been thrown to the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that low bridge by Michael Aapw, and now just continuing to go after Anderson on the outside.
That flesh and bone on concrete. Now Aapw just taking Anderson to task on the outside. A 6 count.
Is that a water bottle?
It is a water bottle.
Whatever means necessary.
Oh, and he's getting it all over the ring too.
A 9 count. Uh-oh. Oh, a double count out.
Yeah, well, I don't think like you said earlier, I think these guys really don't care much about the match. They're continuing to brawl outside.
This does not make Zeke Rose happy.
Oh my gosh, they're going out into the parking lot.
This is selfish. How selfish can you be? Come on. Whatever.
You
know what?
It is.
Was impressed until that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that double count out, you don't really have a winner. So I guess both competitors are losers, and therefore no one advances.
What happens in the quarterfinals then?
Official AAPW.
Just keep it at
on
that.
all social media to find out what happens with these two after the bell. But the show must go on, and the first round continues. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the Law, Lawrence Botello!
A lot of people's favorite to win, or at least be a participant in the finals of the Zeke Rose Invitational, is the former America's Heavyweight Champion himself, Lawrence Botello, the Law, making his way to the ring. I mean, he's got quite the chip on his shoulder going into this tournament tonight.
I do too, but the thing is that so Lawrence has quite the redemption trail that he has to blaze on his own, and we'll see what he does in this match.
Hailing from Kingston, Jamaica, weighing in at 175 pounds, he is one half of the AAPW Tag Team Champions, Zeke Winston!
Here we go, another competitor here, Zeke Winston, one half of Viva La Raza AAPW Tag Team Champions at the moment, but some singles goal back to the Viva La Raza camp definitely would be a very, very successful night. And of course, for these next couple matches, we're joined by our guest commentator here, Mr. Wolf, NDA Wolf. I understand, not in the bracket tonight. Oh, as we see, getting right into it. I just stop this nice introduction here, but not in the bracket tonight, but sure has I'm sure you have your eyes on whoever emerges as champion, because you can put yourself.
Ah ouais, ben là c'est ça, c'est un match qui commence très très violemment. Lawrence Botello, la loi comme on l'appelle de l'or, Lawrence Botello qui se fait directement attaquer par Ziggy. Vive la Rasta. Et c'est un gars qui est vraiment très très agressif avec son partenaire qui n'est pas là ce soir. Et on attend voir ce qui va se passer. Et oh!
Big drop kick there from the Buffalo Soldier. I don't know, how you take your dual lessons on French there, Zeke?
I mean, only thing I know is omelette du fromage, and I got that from Dexter's Lab.
That's fair. See, Ziggy here going right to work on the Law. I mean, this would be, Ziggy is a champion. I'll give him that. But I think with everyone here, I know if you ask people out in the APW crowd who they think their favorite would be, they'd probably say Lawrence Vitello. So if Zeke is able to get a win here, that would be not only, I would say, probably an upset, but also would probably spoil a lot of people's brackets here tonight moving forward.
I really like Ziggy Winston. You know, he's one of those guys that I've definitely grown to like, especially in their new title reign. I definitely think him and Cortez have a lot to prove, and this is the perfect stage to do just that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, as this match continues on, just a reminder, of course, all of our first round matchups are thankfully sponsored by Schroeder Chiropractic. You know, I'm sure you two men can attest, myself included, to the good doc's work here, keeping our backs and spines in line, you know, for us here, making sure we can stay as healthy as we can in the ring.
You know, I've had some pretty hard-hitting matches over the summer
on my
road to this America's title, but thank you, Dr. Schroeder, for putting in the work and, you know, making Zeke Rose champion.
So là, Lawrence qui n'est pas un gars vraiment aussi facile, et j'ai la chance d'avoir comme ça Zeke Rose à côté de moi, puisque Zeke Rose pourra nous confirmer. Lawrence, c'est un gars qui a du souffle. Donc, so I'm saying, Lawrence Mr. Low is not a guy. He's not an easy guy. He's a guy he have too much energy in the ring. So last time you faced him in the ring, you were the winner, and I don't think that Ziggy gonna be a winner in this game because Lawrence the Low, he got too much energy.
I mean, Lawrence definitely has something to prove since I gave him, you know, that business last week. But
kick out there by Winston there. Yeah, that rope hung DDT and
big DDT.
And yeah, I would say, you know, Law definitely has quite a bit to prove here. But he's got him and Ziggy both have a long night ahead of them. You know, this is just the first round of 4 matches.
Can I say something? That night, I won the belt. I looked into Lawrence's eyes, and I saw something change. I feel like his sense of direction, his sense of purpose has changed ever since I took the belt from him. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see a different Lawrence tonight.
He is going to have to remain focused here. That was a good face buster there by the Buffalo Soldier himself. I mean, like I said, we can't shortchange Ziggy here. He is a 2-time APW Tag Team Champion, and you know, he's been getting a little more proficient here in the singles competition too, as of late, as we search for, you know, contenders to those tag titles, and that's just more. It's gonna make it more and more dangerous, I think.
He's on a mean streak, man. He's on a mean streak. You know, I see him heading in that direction. You know, at that level where I'm at the level where Wolf NBA is at, where he has that eye of the tiger, that fierceness. You know, look at this relentless assault. I love it.
Yeah, a little bit of a laxation cover there.
Come on, Ziggy, you got to do better.
More shots here. Ronton wanted to go block for block. He brings him back to the rope, sends him off. Reversal by Law.
Et ça, c'est un favori de Lawrence. Ça, c'est. Oh, voilà. Voilà. Que Lawrence.
Well, I mean, that's
the low.
that was an excellent spot. Yeah. Out of nowhere, that sky high spine buster we've seen Vitello incorporate, and you know, right on top of it with the pin, and got himself the win too. Again, I think he knows he has to go for these big plays here, because this is a long night to become champion. Got to conserve that energy.
Et là, on peut voir dans le regard de Lawrence, comme Zeke disait tout à l'heure, qu'il a regardé Lawrence straight into eyes, et puis il voyait son regard qui avait une autre vision. C'est vrai que Lawrence vient de perdre sa ceinture face à Zeke Rose, alors c'est pas facile pour lui de digérer, et il a la rage à lui, et il pense vraiment peut-être avoir, on ne sait jamais, ça va dépendre de la direction, avoir un combat, un match retour contre Zeke Rose.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is part of the first round. First, hailing from Marble Falls, Texas, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the 24/7 champion, John Warsaw.
And here we go. The first round marches along, and coming out next, we've got John Warsaw himself, the, I believe, 15-time AAPW 24/7 365 champion. I guess technically, if my understanding of the rules is correct, he is also this is the second title we're defending inside this tournament. Because whoever, if someone were to beat John Warsaw tonight, they would become 24/7 champion en route in this tournament.
24/7, 365. Those are the rules. So you have to wonder: is that title in fact on the line
And their opponent, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, Maxwell Whitworth!
And here we go, Mr. Maximum himself making his way to the ring. Another guy I think who is really trying to make a run in this bracket, really trying to prove himself, not to both himself and to the APW fans that he can compete in the singles division. You know, former tag team champion alongside Houston Hendricks has really started trying to find himself as a singles competitor, and I mean, what a way to do it than by making a big run here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Felix definitely looking to make a name in the solo bracket since breaking up that team after their fortunate championship loss.
In attendance and the folks at home, Mr. Warsaw would like you to know that for the tournament and for the duration of the tournament, the APW 24/7 Championship is not on the line.
All right, well, we'll put a fork in that then.
Tournament
All right,
immunity.
we'll save that for another show then, I suppose. Because yeah, an interesting development here, but
I mean, I guess that's fair. You don't want to. If someone were to end up, you know, with the 24/7 title and the wrestling title, we find ourselves back at square one, where we've got two belts, and you know, now we're gonna. We don't need to have a whole nother tournament again. I guess I should say. However, adding a second belt to Warsaw's collection, I think, would be great for him. But he does have a pretty solid task in front of him. Doesn't want to underestimate Maxwell Wentworth.
very great point here, sir. Warsaw looking to go to war for that wrestling championship belt here. Let's see if Wentworth can really make him work for it, though. And as per usual, the crowd is not really on Warsaw's side.
Hey, I don't know,
Alors,
Dave.
oh, on a la Rousseau qui ne se fait pas acclamer par le public et qui est toujours très très nerveux, qui est 15 fois champion de la ceinture de 24/24 et qui ne pense pas la perdre du tout. Donc c'est une ceinture qu'on peut la discuter n'importe où, hein, même dans le supermarché, partout, tu rencontres Rousseau et tu le bloques. Tu le bloques et puis il y a une habite qui va surgir quelque part. Et là ça va une fois de plus se discuter encore ce soir.
Going for Waistlock here is Wentworth. Wentworth is
Oh,
indeed a strong man, but got to deal with a 270-pound Warsaw here.
Oh.
Fireman's carry. Oh, wanted to drop the big elbow, but Wentworth out of the way.
Wentworth had it scouted. He saw it coming. He knew what to do to get out of the way, but Warsaw just caught the crossbody.
Some beautiful power slam.
Not really that powerful of a pin, however.
Yeah, I think he probably would have at least gotten it too if he went for an actual cover.
Yeah,
But
if he actually kind of put some effort into it, yeah. But you know, it's Warsaw being Warsaw, so. Here we go back into another circle up. Warsaw loves his mind games.
again, going back to that waistlock here, Warsaw again blocks, spins through. Wentworth wisen up to the counter, but not quite. You know, Warsaw's definitely smarter than he looks inside the ring.
Dumping Wentworth out into the outside.
Yeah, Wentworth fighting immediately felt himself in dire straits. Up and over, big sunset flip, but Warsaw holds on.
He holds on, stays steady. He says no and picks Wentworth up by the side of his head.
Oh, Chase here. Ooh, good reversal. Sends him into the corner.
Both men had themselves scattered out.
Oh, and the crossbody on point that time. Good elevation. 2 count only though.
He caught Warsaw thinking a little too hard and took advantage of that crossbody as soon as he needed it. Now Warsaw's back on the outside to recollect himself.
Osso qui n'a pas vu ça venir, qui essaie de respirer un tout petit peu. 15 fois champion.
This is
là.
what we would call vintage Warsaw.
Vintage Warsaw.
If I were to take a quotable from the old commentary 101.
Oh.
Playing right into Warsaw's hand is Wentworth.
Driving that rope.
La bite qui n'est pas du tout content de ce que Osso vient de faire là tout à l'heure. Utiliser les cordes pour donner une guillotine à son adversaire, quoi.
back to the basics. An effective body slam there by Warsaw.
Uh-oh.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire?
This can only mean one thing.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire?
Oh, was going for the move of doom and putting, I guess Trevor Blue in the way, making sure there's no thing. I mean,
Attends, mais aussi qui s'en prend à l'arbitre, mais non, c'est pas normal du tout. Oh!
Oh my
Oh!
God!
That's been a teamwork between Wentworth and Blue there. Knocks Warsaw out of the tournament.
Well, I mean, you guys have seen kind of the minor and major disagreements that these two have had, both from referees and competitor, and also as fighting over the 24/7 365 championship. And now Warsaw out in the first round. Poked the blue a little bit too much there, did he?
Yeah, it was just a little bit. Just drove a little too hard home. You got to remember, whatever problems you may have with Blue, he is the official in charge of the match, and that has definitely cost Warsaw here tonight.
Wrestling fans, the first round continues. The following contest. Introducing first, from Houston, Texas, weighing in 150 pounds, Houston Hendricks!
Here we go. You want to talk about breakout stars here in the past year? Of course, Houston Hendricks, always quite the show stealer as of late, but still does not have a singles title to his name yet. Looking, of course, to right that wrong here by becoming wrestling champion tonight.
Absolutely, he's definitely got the stuff for it. Let's see if he can go all the way here.
Ouais, Houston qui est un catcheur vraiment, un jeune catcheur très talentueux, très technique, un gars qui joue bien avec les codes, qui se balade bien. Et là, il va affronter Austin James. Ça va pas être un combat facile pour Houston vraiment parce que Austin James c'est un poids lourd, donc il va falloir à Houston d'être vraiment très prudent.
Here at AAPW, now locked in contest to see who will move on to the quarterfinal round.
Yeah, that'll be interesting here. You know, Houston Hendricks was given the higher draw here when they were, when they were putting the bracket together. But as a fellow flyweight myself, I know what it's like to deal with that X factor of the size difference. As you can see here, putting to great up by Austin James. That 120-pound difference, it means so much inside of a ring. And while you may be better in one or two aspects of the game of professional wrestling, nothing is quite the nothing weighs quite as heavily, quite literally, as weight.
The human form is all of their mass put into every move that they do. Austin James is a powerful man. Houston Hendricks is no slouch, but he's definitely going to have to climb another mountain here tonight, that's for sure. By the way, are you looking for a great chiropractor in the Austin area? Stop by Schroeder Chiropractic, the sponsor of our quarterfinal rounds here, our first round matches here tonight.
Hooks him up here, double underhook, looking for a suplex. Yeah, up and over like it's nothing. Covered.
Just threw that man like he's a piece of paper.
Houston vraiment est très léger entre les bras d'Austin James, donc ça va pas être très facile pour lui. Là, il y a une très grande différence de poids. Et James qui a l'air vraiment très fâché, qui gronde même l'arbitre et qui veut à tout prix gagner son combat.
Well put, my friend, well put.
Oh.
Bring it in here to Hendricks here.
Austin James definitely slowing down the pace of the match a bit.
Oh.
He can definitely afford to.
Yeah, belly to belly here, covers him up. High stack too, but Hendricks is able to roll through and get the shoulder up at the very least. And again, it's hard, especially someone like Houston Hendricks, who I think thrives off the momentum of a match, right? If he gets something going, he's probably one of the most dangerous men on the roster. So I think Austin James, knowing that, trying to lay him down here, innovative offense.
Wow.
There. Interesting combo there, rolls him through.
Another 2 count. Yep, there we go. Houston gets out somehow, some way. And kick to the back of the back. Austin James just doing what he can to wear him down. You were definitely right about the momentum factor here, Felix. If Houston Hendricks can find a way to speed up the momentum of the match, it will swing in his favor. So Austin James is being slow and methodical in the way he just wants to take apart Houston.
Yeah,
every way he can.
Absolutely, this is one way to wear him down. This big bear hug that he's got last year. You saw Houston try to kind of shift out of it. You know, if he can get to his side, it's a lot harder to really kind of keep wiggle his way out of that. But he's got it full press there. Hold on.
Into a hanging guillotine.
Yeah, there you go. Good post there. It's another great way to use your size disadvantage to your advantage.
Yeah.
You're able to kind of wrap all the way around a bigger opponent, but conversely, Austin James knows at least one way out of that, slams him into the turnbuckles.
The power of Austin James throwing Hendricks into the turnbuckle with all his force.
Oh, hold on. There you go. Kind of satellites through it again. Back to this guillotine.
He's just trying to squeeze the power out of him. He's trying to wear him down as much as he can. When he powers out of that suplex, it looked like.
Oh, forearms there, yeah.
Oh, right to the side of the jaw.
Trying to discard clothesline off the ropes. That's another one here. Oh my goodness, like a big old missile coming in. Houston Hendricks takes James off of his feet there with that flying Euro. Gets the shoulder up though, does Austin James.
HD Mail Picks on YouTube asks, are we live every week? We are live 3 weeks out of the month.
Holster and security there by Hendricks. Comes up big, flying clothesline, takes James down, and you know, this is the momentum we were alluding to, Garrett. If the Houston Hendricks knows how to take you can run for it, and just a slight kick up there by James, referee a little, you know, we'll call that a 2.5 and just roll with it.
Absolutely, sir. Each 2 count getting just a little bit closer the more both of these men just absolutely take each other to task. And those hard elbows to the side of Houston's head.
Now, hold on, Hiranagi there. Hendricks was looking for that Rainmaker, but not enough there. Hendricks able to get the shoulder up, and you can see the frustration here on James.
Là, James qui a enragé, James qui a toute la rage là parce il croyait déjà le combat terminé, mais une fois de plus, il va falloir qu'il écrase encore son adversaire, qui n'est pas du tout facile à écraser en même temps, parce que juste
Cutter here by Hendricks. James was kind of setting him up for that fireman driver.
Oh, Henry qui va faire quelque chose là sur la 3e corde, mais qu'est-ce qu'il va faire? Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire? Oh!
Yeah, there's that big splash from the top rope cover.
Et c'est terminé.
Houston Hendricks advances to the quarterfinals.
And there you go. That, like we said, that's all it takes for Hendricks to secure a win there. He saw the opportunity, took advantage of it. Again, these guys know they have to end these matches early. There is a long night of wrestling ahead for everybody as they advance through, and you don't want to show your cards and gas yourself in this first match because you're just setting yourself up for failure in the quarters and semis.
Oh, absolutely. Another mountain climbed, another ocean swam across. Does Houston have enough to make it to the other 2 rounds?
We have a couple more matches in this first round, and we're gonna kick it off with hailing from Killeen, Texas, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the baddest man in town, Leroy Brown.
Kind of forged a new path for himself here, making his return to AAPW, and then aligning himself with Commissioner Taylor on our last episode of AAPW Heatwave. Knows he has to set himself up for success, or so he's been saying, and I mean, this is a great way to do it here if he can make it far in the Zeke Rose Invitation.
That's so right, Felix. Leroy Brown forged a new path for himself 2 weeks ago, an unexpected one that left many just aghast at the decision he made, joining the entourage of Commissioner Taylor.
Weighing in at 200 pounds, Cash Paul!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined once again by our AAPW America's Heavyweight Champion, Zeke Rose, who I'm sure, Leroy Brown being in this match, you are have a bit more vested interest in how this match should come out.
You know, I have a great respect for Leroy Brown. Probably one of the most hardest hitting matches I've ever had in my career. and I expect nothing different from him in this match. He's actually one of my favorites to win this tournament, and with our new alignment, this is just a part of the plan, okay? Like, one of us are going to come out on top of this belt.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you and Leroy both can take the claim that you guys are Grand Slam champions of AAPW. You know, you've held every title in the company's every active title in the company's history at the time you both have been competing. So definitely aligning yourself with someone pretty solid here. But we'll have to see if Cash Paul can do anything about the baddest man in town.
You know, oh, go ahead, Garrett.
Okay. All right. He's trying to take away the size advantage, the strength advantage Leroy has pretty early. Moving in fast and hard with those multiple strikes, multiple arm drags. He's turning the momentum into a pace that he hopes Leroy can't keep up with. Oh my goodness, sending him to the outside.
Yeah, Sam put the brakes on there, puts the low bridge, and it's got a bit of an advantage here. And he's trying to end this early. Big cross body off the top rope to the outside.
Oh my gosh. Cash Paul takes flight and brings himself down hard.
You know, I was about to say, until I was really interrupted by you, Garrett, Cash Paul, he has been showing a mean streak lately. He's been stepping up his game. I don't see him as being a champion just yet, but who knows? He might prove me wrong, but with the guy like the baddest man in town, he has a tall order to fill.
Oh, my goodness, and absolutely crushes him with that back.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought that was it. I thought that would have been it.
He rolls through, rings of Saturn applied.
Hey, and with that backbreaker, this match is brought to you by Schroeder Chiropractic, somebody that Cash Paul will more than likely be seeing after this week's show. So.
Yeah, me too, probably. That backbreaker made my back feel bad.
Yeah, I felt my C4 clench up after that. As you can see, Leroy Brown grabbing a handful of dreads and continuing to lay it down here on Cash Paul, but Cash is out at 2.
Just eviscerating him by throwing his head into the mat. Again, not much poise or technique, but
hey,
when your goal is to do damage, you don't really need that much.
That's why he's the baddest man in town.
Oh, and there we go, big, more chops here.
That flesh-on-flesh contact.
I mean,
through the arena.
Do we really think that is really going to do some damage to the baddest man in town? Like, really? Like,
whatever you can do to get a leg up.
Man, I mean, the guy has stood toe-to-toe with the greatest of AAPW. That's yours truly, Zeke Rose. So, this is just merely mosquito bites to this guy.
You know, speaking of yourself, Zeke Rose, that's quite a discus clothesline there.
Hey.
That almost sent Cash's head to Mars with that clothesline.
Hey, the baddest clothesline in town. I would have to say, on par with yours truly, Zeke Rose.
Now the chin locked in. The crowd in Cash's corner, but will the support be enough to drive him to victory?
Of course not. Unfazed. Look at this.
Oh, that's a big man, a sunset flip.
Nope.
A lot of man to try to throw over yourself, and Leroy just did not want to be moved.
Hey.
Oh, and that's a big leg drop there.
Somehow, some way though, just a 2.9. Goodness, that was so close.
You know, every time Leroy Brown does a leg drop, the whole city shakes. We could just call that the baddest leg drop in town.
Some off the ropes here. Leroy head full of steam, runs straight into a back elbow there from Cash Paul.
Cash saw it coming, he had time. And again, first with the elbow, then with a boot. Third time's a charm, though.
Oh, yeah, caught Leroy Brown on Dream
Oh,
Street.
no.
Big tornado DDT.
Come on, Leroy.
Both men back up on their feet.
Calling upset there. Oh, there you go.
No.
Center.
Oh, no.
An elbow to the the knee to the chest, excuse me, and that backstabber.
Oh, and Cash Paul almost with the upset of the tournament there.
About a 2.8 if he ever saw it, that's for sure.
More like a 1.9 in my opinion.
Here's going to the top here is Cash. I know he likes to hit this big elbow drop from the top. I wonder what he's going to go for here.
Could this be it? Could this be the end? No.
Oh, yeah. Bailed out right at the last minute. Oh, watch out. Big spear.
And that's it. That's got to be the end right there. And there it is.
That's why he's the baddest man in town. Leroy Brown, one of my favorites to win the AAPW Wrestling Championship in the Zeke Rose Invitational.
Reaching a 9.9 on the Richter scale with the impact of that devastating spear, put Cash Paul away and secured himself a spot in our quarterfinal round. Leroy Brown moves on.
He's a grand champion for sure.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Leroy Brown continuing, you know, a big return to form here, I should say, picking up right where he left off with another victory. Got a few more rounds to go, though, to see. As you can see, our bracket there updated. Continuing on here.
Folks, it's time for our final match of the first round. Introducing first.
What happened?
From Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Weighing in at 250 pounds. He is one half of the APW Tag Team Champions. The King of Thick Style, King Cortez!
Here we go. This is the final first round matchup here as the other half of Viva La Rasta makes its way to the ring. King Cortez also with idea in the mind here. Unfortunately, Ziggy Winston unable to advance in his first round matchup. We'll see if King Cortez can do it and keep the Viva La Rasta dream alive.
Let's see if we can get at least one Viva La Rasta member to move on and claim that title here at the end. Been making kind of a name for themselves lately with their more brutal and less fan-friendly style as of late. But let's see if that extra brutality and aggressiveness will.
Hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Weighing in at 200 pounds. Representing culture. The Canadian Trapper, CJC, Caleb Jean
And here we go. You want to talk about, like I said, we have a lot of former champions here in the field tonight. One such, again, here in this final first round matchup is Caleb Jean Cartier, the longest reigning AAPW America's Heavyweight Champion at 270 days. A record I'm sure you're looking forward to try to top, Zeke.
You know, it's not a thing when you're the king in the mountain, but I do have great respect for CJC. I do feel like he will be the one to come out on top, but let's see what Cortez has to offer.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen CJC definitely the pinnacle of the technical traditional style here in AAPW. We've seen him submit many wrestlers to many different submissions. So I would hope that King Cortez isn't going to try to go hold for him, but stranger things have happened, and there's that little bit of power advantage. You see the King of Thick Style showcasing that power that he's got there.
Absolutely, King Cortez going to try to use that power advantage of his to keep the powerhouse style going. But if CJC can get him down to the mat, he might have this one in the bag. You don't want to mat wrestle CJC, that is for sure.
Yeah, but you don't want to get in close with Cortez, at least for a long time. Like you said, he's a very strong individual. I've had a chance to go against one-on-one with this guy myself. And like I said, once he gets you in range, he can definitely put a hurting on you. So CJC has to keep that in mind.
Oh, there you go. Drops low and a drop kick to the face. There you go. You know, CJC using a little bit of misdirection there. Oh, and there it is, that big.
That's a signature by now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, CJC surprisingly very heavy hands on top of a good technical game, but rolls through. Does Cortez? Watch out!
Ooh.
Oh, STO there by CJC, trying to pick up the pace here a little bit.
You know, I've never ran across a wrestler as technical as CJC. I mean, the guy is basically a surgeon in the ring, and that's one thing I have to respect about him. But I've only gone against him in tag team scenario, but like I said, that is one thing you have to keep in mind when you mixing up with the Canadian Trapper.
Speaking of which, we mentioned Cortez was representing Viva La Rasta here after Ziggy's unfortunate elimination. CJC also representing Culture Shock after Ollie's elimination here in an earlier match as well. So both of these guys representing their stables here, seeing if they can get their team into further rounds.
Oh, big hip toss there by Cortez and a shot to the back as well. And yeah, you're right too. I mean, it would be very interesting to see if CJC can add another singles title to his repertoire here. And again, as a surviving Culture Shock member, you know, both these guys fighting for brand supremacy, I suppose.
Fighting to keep that representation alive. But, you know, that's one thing that I know Leroy and Zach Taylor will bring to the table. We both have representation still. That just shows how strong we are, just to put a little highlight on that. Yes. But with that said, oh, my goodness. I think Cortez got this under control.
Cortez is in the driver's seat at the moment. He is in control. The momentum is on his side as he takes the moment just to disrespect his opponent with those boots to the head.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But CJC fights back.
He's just eating them up.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. CJ. Oh, man. Cortez opting to go strike for strike here with CJC. It takes a brave man to do that. But
Hey.
he said he's got chest for days. He can take these chops.
He got the munchies.
Both men turning each other into hamburger meat.
He got the munchies. He's eating up those chops.
Yeah, I was looking for Pineapple Express there. Rolls through, and then after that German in a knee strike might knock King Cortez out right here. And it does!
Wow. Wow.
And as the last match in our opening bout, first round here, we would like to remind you that we are sponsored by Schroeder Chiropractic, best chiropractor in Austin, Texas.
Cortez might have to make an appointment as well.
Yeah, I think you thought for a second there, you kind of saw a bit of surprise on CJC's face as well. Wasn't fully ready to, thought he got all that neither, but it was enough to get the job done, sent Cortez into Dream Street, and I would say a rare pinfall victory from CJC. We normally don't see him get the 1-2-3. It's normally, you know, one of his many submissions that cuts the, you know, gets the win. So
He probably has something up his sleeve for later.
I mean,
I wouldn't put it past him.
does.
So we're officially in the second round.
Quarterfinals are about to begin, everybody.
Small announcement. We are out of cheese at the concession stand.
One of the great tragedies of our time, honestly.
Many other delicious treats, as well as
When did the demand for cheese come up all of a sudden? Where have I been? Oh yeah, winning championships.
And our special guest ring announcer, Papa Don, speaking of Chet Cassidy.
Special guest
the cheese budget has been cut by.
It's more like a charity move if I have to say anything about it. But hey, you know, get in where you fit in.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is part of the Zeke Invitational for AAPW's Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, from Kyle, Texas, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is Commissioner Zach Taylor.
My man, Zach Taylor.
Here we go, match number 2 underway here for Commissioner Taylor. The long night ahead to the APW Wrestling Championship does continue, but
Long night.
I think. Hold on, 1 second here.
You get no cheese. The cheese is gone. Do you want cheese? Do you really want cheese? Too bad.
Go get it yourself.
Anyways, all cheesy things aside, it looks like, is that right? Yeah, I get a buy for this.
Well, I mean, I was about to reference here the bracket as I was taking a look at it.
I think we may have made an error, huh?
Well, Ollie Summers not Zach Taylor's opponent. Earlier in the night, we
What
saw
is going on?
Anderson and Michael Arrow go to a double count out, which gave Commissioner Taylor his bye here, but Ollie Summers out here.
It's on!
Wait, who makes the rules here?
Apparently Commissioner Taylor is, but he's going right after Ollie Summers. The bell hasn't even rung yet. I haven't even gotten a chance to introduce our guest commentator here right now, someone I thought I would never see in AEW again. It is the Kingpin himself, Kenny Cross. Kenny, who did you pay off to get back into the
I
building?
paid off nobody, brother. Listen. I know I've been gone a couple of months. Things have changed here. But listen, me and Commissioner Taylor, who's a great man, by the way, a beautiful man, I'm going to tell you right now. He and I came to a very lucrative deal for me to return to AAPW. And I got to say, what better way to actually return to APW than be with my commentating partner, Felix Rogers, and Zeke Rose. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I put in a word myself, Kenny. You know, with this being the Zeke Rose Invitational, I can't forget my upbringings. So
Yeah, I hate to cut our reunion short, gentlemen, but I mean, Zach Taylor has just disposed of Ollie Summers. I mean, the bell hasn't even rung yet, but he's thrown out all the rules, declared himself the winner.
This is already it's already in the bag, man. Like what else is there to watch? Like Ollie's broken, and Zach Taylor is coming out on top. 1 + 1 is 2. Get him out of here. That was beautiful.
We got our special guest ring announcer of the night here.
Oh my goodness.
I can guarantee you.
Very slow walk too.
Pop it on.
He has a job to do.
Announce me as the winner of the match and raise my hand.
We write his paychecks now, so he has to do what he's told.
I absolutely agree. So you got to raise the commissioner's hand. He won the match, even though there wasn't a match to be announced.
Like it or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all have jobs here. We all have things that we don't like doing at our jobs, but we still do them because we get paid for them, right?
The semifinals, Commissioner Zach Taylor.
What a man, what a gentleman, what a superstar right there.
Very
Good job, Zach.
Very well done, Papa Don.
Well, Commissioner Taylor got himself, I would say, probably the ideal seed in this tournament, advancing to the semifinals, really without a quarterfinal matchup. But them's the breaks, I suppose. We're going to move right along here through the rest of this quarterfinal contest.
I mean, there was no question that Zach Taylor would come out on top. I mean, the guy is a savant. He is my mentor. And like I said, he's my favorite to win this whole thing.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds, is the Law, Lawrence Botello.
Well, here we go. Quarterfinals continue on the way.
We got Lawrence Botello. He's looking a little lighter than the last time I realized him. I could have sworn the last time I saw him, he was carrying 10 pounds of gold, wasn't he?
You would not be incorrect in that statement, Kenny, but I'm sure you stay tuned in to APW. I mean, the man rolling that 10 pounds of gold is just to the right of you.
What a man. I'm telling you right now, Zeke, you have been everywhere, haven't you? Collecting gold, taking names.
Hitting the weight room, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Well, here we go. We've got, I would say, probably one of the favorites in the tournament versus one of the, I guess now the dark horse of the tournament here. ETC scored the upset over Ollie Summers earlier in the night, but now has to face another former champion and is on his way to championship gold here as he takes on Lawrence Botello.
Who is this kid? I mean, ETC Edmund Thornton Chen. What? I mean, come on now.
Hey.
Definitely got a... I like the little vibe that he has. What, did he go to some sort of school?
Hey, he went to college. College U.
College
U.
College U.
To be exact.
Yeah, absolutely. He's studied at the most prestigious of universities and spoken with the brightest of minds that this country has to offer, and decided to channel all that into a wrestling career. But unfortunately, sometimes you got to add a little bit of brawn to this brain here, as Botello off the cuff here, but runs straight into a shoulder tackle from ETC.
You know, ETC definitely lacks the experience, but the man went to college. He's very knowledgeable, and he adapts to situations like a computer. it's crazy.
Absolutely, and I would consider this a very competitive contest if I wasn't so sure that Lawrence Botello has something very much on his sights. To see a 3 count here from Lawrence Botello into a cover, just 2 here. ETC kicks out.
They show a resiliency there by ETC kicking out in the nick of time. I like this kid, honestly. He's definitely got a bright future here at APW.
You know, if I was Lawrence, if I was a loser, I would be going after every single opportunity to get a belt as well. But like I said, Edmund Thornton Chin is a computer. He's my dark horse to win this whole entire thing. And he's proving why he is the smartest man in AAPW.
Meteora, running Meteora there from ETC into a cover.
Could this be it? Oh, kick out it too.
You can see the wear and tear from their first round matchup showing on both of these competitors here. And the unfortunate reality is whoever wins this is only halfway to the goal. 2 more matches still lie in front of them, being the semis and the finals.
Can ETC even handle all that work? I mean, seriously, that's what, 2, 3, 4 matches, right?
It's 4 matches, yes,
wow.
sir.
I mean, I want to respect Lawrence here for a second. I mean, this is normally, I don't do this, but think about this. Think about having a championship match against one of the most dominant wrestlers in the business today. That's me, Zeke Rose, right? And having to have a tournament 2 weeks later. I mean, I'm pretty sure he still has some injuries that he's trying to nurse after my beatdown.
He brings Edmund Thornton Chin in one of the hard way there, up and over the rope. Patel runs in and an elbow to the back there.
Lawrence, I gotta respect it too. I mean, even though he did lose to Zeke Rose, the Venice Beast, he's showing a lot of aggressiveness here in this match. He wants to take it to ETC.
Well, he definitely has something to prove. Like I said in his last match, when I put him down, I saw something different in his eyes. Something changed. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that change comes about.
Absolutely. I mean, it takes a lot to climb to the top of a mountain in any promotion. Especially one like AAPW. So when that allure, that glory of being champion is gone, some guys aren't really the same after they lose it.
Yeah, but not everybody can win it as swiftly as I have.
Big Texas Cloverleaf that he has applied on ETC there.
Absolutely.
Come on, kids, don't tap out now. You're doing so well, ETC. You're doing so well, Edmund.
No. Sheesh. Oh, man.
So hard to root for somebody.
Lawrence Botello!
You know what?
I mean, we've seen Botello go to that Cloverleaf a few times before. I mean, that makes sense. He was targeting the back from the get-go. But gets the job done here tonight. I mean, there's really nowhere for ETC to go at that point.
No, it's not fair. I just talked to ETC the other day. He just had midterms, so he really didn't have a chance to focus on this tournament. But I do commend his efforts. But we'll see what the next stage brings for Lawrence.
Lawrence moving on. I wonder who he's going to face in the
semifinals. Yes, sir. Yeah, we know 2 of our semifinal competitors, being now Lawrence Botello and of course Commissioner Zach Taylor. The other 2 will be decided here in just a few minutes.
All right, the following quarterfinal contest is scheduled for one fall, the winner of which will advance to the semifinal. Introducing first, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, and weighing in at 220 pounds, Maxwell Wentworth!
See, here we go. Another, I guess another young man trying to make his way through this tournament here to get championship gold for the first time is Maxwell Wentworth here. And hold on a second! Leroy Brown, his opponent for the second round, coming right out of the gate and attacking Maxwell Wentworth.
That bell hasn't even rung yet. Leroy hasn't even.
And his opponent, the baddest man in town, Leroy Brown.
You know what? This is why I love Leroy. He cuts through the bull crap and gets straight to the point. He wants gold. I just talked to him right before the tournament. He said, Zeke, we put the water under the bridge. We're now on the same team, and I want him to win gold.
I mean, yeah, that would be quite the statement there if both of our major singles championships were here were to to end up here in the Commissioner Taylor camp here that you guys have put together. A massive alley-oop there by Leroy Brown. I mean, taking full advantage of that attack before the bell.
And I don't know if you guys caught it in the confusion of everything, but did you see Leroy Brown rake his fingernails across Wentworth's back like that?
Oh yeah, he's a Wolverine, just relentless, ruthless, and does not care. Oh wow! Oh wow!
Some impressive athleticism from Wentworth, though, to get out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of the most athletic guys here in our series. You see a big allude to that strength, too. On top of that, all that athleticism, he's also pound for pound, probably, I bet money the strongest guy in AAPW, pound for pound.
You know, I'm definitely keeping a close eye on this match because
Wentworth not keeping a close eye on Leroy Brown there. Another discus lariat takes Wentworth's head off.
For the second time tonight.
no way, no way, no way.
Brown just absolutely aggressive and dominating this display.
Again, he's trying to roll.
You know,
He's got to lies down, puts his weight on top of him with that chin lock.
You know, I was going to mention this before Leroy hit that massive discus lariat. I'm paying special attention to this match because we just came out with the card for the Halloween Hardcore show, and I saw that I am going against Wentworth in a Rest in Peace match. Don't know what that's all about, but you know what? I definitely have gone against this kid before, and he's full of surprises. So I'm paying close attention.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's a good illusion there. Of course, our Halloween Hardcore show, one of our biggest shows of the year, comes your way on October 29th. If you're in the Austin area, make sure you get some tickets or make some plans to come out. It is one of our biggest shows of the year. And if you're not, you can always subscribe at Official APW on all social medias. That way you can take a look when it does go live and join us in our Halloween Hardcore Spectacular. But we'll have to see if Wentworth can even make it to the 29th as Leroy Brown continues to just pick him apart piece by piece as he's digging that food into his throat.
Yes.
Absolutely rocking Wentworth in every way he can, breaking every bone he could get his hands on. He's going to... You're right, Felix. Wentworth might not make it to the 29th.
You know, I am getting double enjoyment by watching this match. For one, I get to see my new friend Leroy Brown getting over on Wentworth, and then on top of that, he's softening him up for me for the 29th. I am winning today.
Oh, and again, washes his face with the boot here. Now, big senton from Leroy Brown.
That does not feel good. I've been on the receiving end on that, and that can even turn me into a pancake.
It's a lot of man coming down on you like a meteor, that's for sure.
Hey, and this is coming from another big man.
Grabbing Wentworth again by the hair there. Oh, just a right hand and stuns him in his place. Oh, hold on! Big spine buster from Wentworth. Stacks him up high.
Is that it? Is that it?
No.
Leroy Brown still powers his way out.
I mean, he's the baddest man in town.
He's got a lot behind him, that's for sure.
I'm still, every time I see him pull it out, I'm still impressed by Wentworth's strength.
Absolutely, yeah, that caught me off guard. I know Wentworth is a very strong man for sure. I still didn't expect that.
He got that skinny man strength. You know, it's just very unexpected, but very impactful.
Leroy fights his way out of the corner into another one, though.
I'm like in between with these rope setups. There's really no escape from these heavy hands here by Wentworth. Oh, well, that's one way to stop this.
We were going around the world in 4 different chops, but Leroy Brown broke it up.
Yo, those chops are more like lightning strikes.
Oh, and just spikes him on his head too with that DDT.
He's seeing colors at this point. He's got to be seeing spots. But he still fights his way back out.
Smart cover there by Leroy too. He kind of used his hands to try to pin Wentworth there by the wrist or make it harder for him to kick out. Wentworth able to get up in 2, but still effective strategy there. I think that kind of shows Leroy's ready to put Wentworth away before it gets out of hand.
Oh, absolutely.
5 minutes have gone by. 5 minutes.
Reached the 5-minute mark here, and Leroy's still tearing Wentworth apart,
This is
wrenching on those arms, driving the knee into the back, but Wentworth fights his way out. Leroy just drags him
down.
I mean, the whole camera just shook. That's how strong that man is.
It did. It shook the ring, the entire ring. Leroy just basically laying down Wentworth, trying to use his size and weight advantage just to keep him pinned down.
Game over. Time to lay it down, baby.
Leroy Brown looking to try and put this
Oh,
away.
not. Oh, wow.
Reversal of fortune got his way
my
from medium
goodness.
snap suplex by Wentworth.
It could be the turn of the tide Wentworth needed to take this thing home.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, picks him up. Can he get him? Yeah, he does. He gets Leroy Brown up and over for that exploder suplex. Leroy Brown, yeah, trying to collect himself here. Could be looking at a big upset if Wentworth's able to knock this through.
He got the shot off, but can he capitalize on it?
Oh, no.
Punches to the top of the head there in the corner. Leroy Brown's got nowhere to go.
No.
Nowhere to go but forward.
Oh, he got it.
Uh-oh, he may have just made him mad more than anything.
There we go. Cut off.
Straight across the... And there's that spear. That's it. This match is over.
Combo breaker by Leroy Brown.
Your winner at a time of 6 minutes 40 seconds.
And we march on to the Final Four. Leroy Brown.
Advances to the semifinals.
Well, it looks like the odds are ever in your favor there, Zeke. You still have two of your compatriots, your allied forces there with you in the semifinals. Is now Leroy Brown joins Lawrence Patello and Zach Taylor in the semifinals. One spot left to go.
That's right, Zeke. It looks like your whole entourage is moving on to the finals there.
I mean, there was no doubt. We have the best of the best in our group. There's no doubt that we would not have representation at the end of the road. We're winning this whole thing. That's a guarantee.
Wentworth needing the referee's help to get out of the ring there.
Yeah, he's
Devastated by that match.
see you on the 29th, Wentworth.
It's time for
Sweet dreams.
quarterfinal match, and to see who will join the other three men in the semifinals. Introducing first, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, representing Culture Shock, weighing in at 200 pounds, Caleb Jean Cartier, CJC.
Here we go. Another man still, another one of our former America's champions still in the hunt is CJC. Trying to make the run here as he continues on. Got himself a pinfall victory over King Cortez in the opening rounds. Now he's got a different obstacle in front of him.
That's right, the Canadian Trapper emerges once more, looking to cement himself in the finals of our tournament here.
And his opponent, hailing from Houston, Texas.
This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, this will be very interesting. I'm sure our fans are very remiss to see one of these men exit the tournament. I think both these guys are big crowd favorites here in AAPW. So, but the cool thing about these tournaments, this is a unique contest here. Well, I should say unique. These two did wrestle, I believe, once before. CJC did come out on top, but things are different now. Houston Hendricks has got a few more tricks up his his currently non-existent sleeves, but. This could be a very different contest than the first time we saw.
Oh, absolutely. He's learned a lot since then. He's had a lot of experience, gone against all sorts of different types of opponents. This will be a unique and fascinating matchup.
Look at that.
Beautiful display of sportsmanship to start things off. So we're going to get this exciting match started right now.
First and foremost, since this is my invitational, I was going to say I don't like either of these guys, okay? I'm very indifferent about this match. I've gone against Houston Hendricks. He's a hell of a kid. Definitely has a lot of fight in him. But, I mean, I'm going to go with this experience with CJC. I see him winning this match.
Absolutely. If you would ask me, I would say, oh, hold on. Oh, bit of reversal here. Bold of Hendricks to go hold for hold here with CJC. I would think that someone like with CJC's, oh, wait.
CJC perhaps.
We all know that's not going to happen.
Look,
you can't fool us.
There you go. Just opts for the regular counter there. And also, I was about to say, Dylan, I would say, you know, CJC in his style of professional wrestling, I would consider a natural predator to what Houston Hendricks is. You know, Houston Hendricks is very high-paced, high-volume style here, and CJC, you know, very good, a very adept style of just grounding somebody down and wearing him down piece by piece. So someone like Hendricks who doesn't have the size advantage on CJC to kind of power out of the submission that CJC goes for, he's going to have to find a true counter to them, and that's going to be hard against someone like the Canadian Trapper.
Absolutely. We saw a little bit of that finger manipulation CJC is known for on display there when Houston was down on the mat. Like, that's the kind of thing that you got to try to find a way to get out of, but CJC's pretty good at making sure you can't. Hendricks has got to find his way out of these holds and find a way to turn them around in his own favor.
Oh, here we go. Well, he does happen to do a mat takedown here.
You know, CJC is almost like a boa constrictor or an anaconda. You know, once he gets you in his grasp, it is very hard to let go, and you have to fight with everything you have to get the advantage. So I feel like Houston Hendricks might come out. Oh, here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, good reversal there. Gets a 2 count, though. CJC back up. He ducks him again.
He has.
Oh, okay.
He has to stay on his toes. Look at this.
Some amazing display of the agility and athleticism of Houston Hendricks. That's definitely the kind of stuff he's got to do to stay on top in this match.
Yeah, beautiful dropkick on point. Brings CJC down, but just a 2 count. Again, he's got that separation, right? I think that's what Hendricks is looking for. He wants to create that space. He wants to not give CJC any time to think, any time to plan these counters and these moves here. But
Shades of Bret Hart.
Yeah, a few seconds there. Beautiful backbreakers got him up Argentine style.
Oh, going for a ride.
Oh, and just up and over.
Dropping the poor man on his head as he comes down.
Going on a ride to Schroeder Chiropractic.
Absolutely, yeah. Took it. I'm sure, you know. I don't know if I've ever seen Doc pull out an Argentine backbreaker in his practice, but
You probably should.
Yeah,
Clinical
trial at least, right?
There could be a life changer in there.
Oh well, that's a life ender from that shot by CJC.
Oh my goodness, poor Hendricks is limped over.
Tries to match him here.
Slap for slap, chop for chop. These men are going at each other. They know what's on the line.
Ooh.
He eats the boot, does Hendricks here. He dazed him here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Knee to the side of the face. Still just a 2 count over.
Still plenty of good wrestling here at the Zeke Rose Invitational.
Absolutely. You can see it on CJC's face as he knows he's going to start having to dig a little deeper.
Here we go.
A lot more moves in his arsenal, trying to figure out what he's got to do to put Houston away for good.
And he's right on cue.
Yeah, holds it through just to stand their chin lock. They're using that knee to create that extra pressure, get that extra wrench there on the neck of Hendricks.
Leverage just to pull him back a little further. Absolutely ruin that spine of his.
Up the ropes here. Oh no.
Catches the crossbody.
CJC showing some strength.
Oh, look at that. Channeling, I think he even said it too, channeled a little bit of his Mark Henry there. Big slam. You know, not often you see, you know, normally your average sized guys like CJC don't get to flex their strength every once in a while, so those power slams definitely can feel pretty good.
Not as effective as the Venice Beast, but hey, it gets the job done.
Vertical suplex there by the Canadian Trapper, floats over another cover, but still not enough to put Hendricks away.
It was a textbook suplex, and yet Hendricks is still able to power out at a 2 count. We're at the 5-minute mark, and these two guys are still pretty evenly matched. CJC been in control for the majority of it, I think. Oh my goodness.
Well, I kind of slipped into his old ways there a little bit, and just kind of operating off instinct.
Just a little bit.
Could be a bit of frustration too, with Hendricks not refusing to go down.
Most likely, I think you're right with that. I think you're right with there, Felix.
I don't like the kid, but I can respect him, and the reason why is because he has a lot of fight. I mean, he's lasted about maybe 10 minutes with me, maybe even more than that. And if you can go the distance with the Venice Beast, you already have an advantage over any wrestler.
Not sure what else he's got to do to put Hendricks away.
Oh, inside cradle. Hold on. 2. Oh, yeah, CJC again putting a stop to that there.
Probably one of the closest 2 counts we've had so far.
Look, it is interesting too. I think CJC's starting to get frustrated too because he knows that, these quick victories are the key to surviving in this tournament. This is wind, this is energy, this is pain that he has to endure even longer now. And even if he does win, he has to do 2 more matches ahead of him to emerge as champion. So.
Oh, absolutely. Got their work cut out.
Ooh.
Breaks it. NZ catches him on the side of the head. German suplex. Oh, able to get him up and over.
Wow.
I mean, that's all form there. He got low, put all the power in his legs, and let physics do the rest there.
Yeah, he got him. Both men are down though. The wear and tear of this match starting to show itself. This is the second time tonight these guys have wrestled other people. So you've got the wear of the first match on top of the devastating offense these two have delivered to each other here. It's got to be weighing on him now.
This is going into overtime. Definitely.
Going shot for shot here.
Both men almost barely keeping to their feet with every smack of the forearm to their face.
Oh, see, he's even asking for it too.
Now we're trading slaps.
You see, starting to wear a bit on Hendricks, so he's having to fight back. Eats a knee there.
Eats a knee, eats an elbow, eats an arm, eats a slap.
Goes up and over.
Oh.
Here we go, we're back to the center.
I see it.
Oh, and there's that rolling
Oh.
Euro. Dazes CJC into the corner.
Locks him in. Let's see if he can capitalize.
Ooh.
Oh, Enziguri against.
Houston's going up high.
Ducks low here. Oh, missile drop kick sends CJC into the buckle here. I think he hit his head on the second rope too.
It looked like it. Houston's going up. Hendricks is going to flip. Oh, wait,
Hmm.
is that?
Oh, ETC.
What is Chen doing here?
I mean, yeah, we saw Chen disposed of in an earlier quarterfinal matchup against Lawrence Vitello, and now coming out there to continue to mess with Hendricks. He's been a thorn in Houston's side for a long time.
He's not in the ring, so there's no problem there.
Right, he can't get disqualified. The distraction, though.
Yeah, I think he knows if he puts his hands on Hendricks too, that's going to result in a free win for Houston too. I think.
Rookie mistake. Keep your head in the game.
Oh, watch out! Oh, CJC goes low, and a sliding basement drop kick dazes Hendricks, and now the ball's back in the Canadian Trapper's court.
The distraction was exactly what he needed to regain his momentum and take the fight back to Hendricks.
Oh, there you go, taking a page out of CJC's book there with a jumping guillotine.
Oh, no.
That's right. Both of these guys make use of that move when in dire straits.
Come on. If there's anybody that can get out of this, it's CJC.
And he does.
Next one, looking for the cutter. Sends him off. Springboard. Oh,
Ooh,
springboard
yes.
but CJC's caught him in a rear naked choke.
I'm not going to lie. I am impressed. That is very awesome.
And that's it. Yeah, he has to.
There's no way out of that one.
This is where experience prevails over youth. And the Canadian Trapper showing why he is one of the most revered champions here at AAPW.
Mr. ETC really celebrating himself down the outside over there.
Yeah, ETC, I'm sure, was a very big CJC fan at the moment, especially at Houston Hendricks' expense. And now our semifinal matchups are complete. We've got Commissioner Zach Taylor, Leroy Brown, CJC, and of course Lawrence Vitello as well, completing our semifinals matchups here.
Some great display of honor there from CJC, tending to Hendricks after that. You also kind of have to notice how he had every opportunity to come up and land a cheap shot on Hendricks, but he waited until Hendricks was able to turn around. See the thing.
Yeah, and you can see you can see Hendricks and ETC jaw jacking at each other. They are technically 1-1 at this point.
I think it's safe to say that they're officially rivals from here,
Absolutely, there's definitely some tension and ferocity between those two here.
High school versus college.
And also what's coming at our Halloween show on October 29th. That was a challenge. That sounded like a challenge. Are you all ready for our semifinals? 4 men remaining. One will walk out as the APW Wrestling Champion. Semifinal bracket number 1. Introducing contestant number 1. Hailing from Kyle, Texas. Weighing in at 170 pounds, he is AAPW Commissioner, Mr. Zach Taylor!
Here we go, semifinals time here. We're in the final leg of this tournament, gentlemen. Commissioner Taylor has made it through the semifinals, defeating La Luna in the first round, and I would say, quote-unquote, defeating Ollie Summers in the quarterfinals. Definitely kind of more of just a flex of his authority at that point, but he's here in the semifinals, but he's still got a long way to go.
And his opponent, hailing from Killeen, Texas.
Oh, hold on.
250 pounds. He is the baddest man in town, Leroy Brown.
Well, this is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, an interesting development here. Leroy Brown and Zach Taylor facing off first.
Yeah, I'm sure you're quite remiss, Zeke. Unfortunately, it seems that one of your guys has to kind of bite the bullet here and go down.
You know, that's just the art of being a competitor. You know, sometimes you're going to go against your colleagues, and you know what? From there, may the best man win. I don't really have a dog in this fight, but let's see what happens.
Oh, come on. You got to have one favorite.
Nah, don't put me in that position now. Come on. Don't put me in that position. No. No, I am not answering that question.
Here go these two, yep. Sizing each other up, looking for a, oh.
The very idea of this matchup is kind of, it looks like it's kind of starting to wear on both of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these two guys know each other extremely well, so it's going to be hard to try and find a one-up on each other here. Off goes Taylor.
Crossbody, huh?
Oh,
Wait
no, you're kidding me.
Oh, and
But Leroy won't stay down.
Well, far be it for me to realize that Commissioner Taylor had a plan with Leroy Brown in his corner, but Leroy said he's a man, he doesn't go down like that. Throws a line. Oh, and just went straight for the throat there.
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
You got him.
Wait.
I guess.
Oh, well, and there it is.
And your winner, advancing to the Zeke Rose Invitational
It's all about, it's all in the plan. All in the plan.
Taylor!
I mean, you guys really think that you could put us against each other? Like, seriously. We already knew this would be a possibility. So, the joke's on you.
But if the new AEPW is
No.
strength and proving yourself, then why would you rig it to just win with no effort?
Because Zach Taylor's already strong and he's already proven himself. That's why.
Wouldn't you want to prove yourself at every opportunity?
No, because there's nothing else to prove. We've already done that.
It just sort of feels redundant.
This is just a part of the plan. Just shut your mouth and watch. Okay? Cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, we have our first finalist here, the Zeke Rose Invitational. He's trying to extend his hand here to Papa Don.
The man is ungrateful.
Here we go.
Thank
Former
you.
Commissioner and the current commissioner.
Thank you.
Shaking hands there. Zach
Thank
Taylor
you.
securing himself a spot in the finals, is now going to face the winner of what I can hope will be a more contested matchup between CJC and Lawrence Botello.
Here we go. May the best man win.
Introducing first, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, representing Culture Shock, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Canadian trapper, CJC, Caleb Sean Cartier!
All right, well, here we go. I mean, I got to tell you, CJC definitely has the odds stacked against him. Thanks to, Commissioner Taylor and Leroy Brown's match, quote unquote, CJC had almost no rest going into this semifinals matchup after having what has been the longest match of the night against Houston Hendricks.
You are absolutely right, Felix. I was also going to make mention of it. Yeah, because of that shenanigan, there wasn't really much time for CJC to actually kind of like rest for a little bit and recover some of himself. He's basically just going straight into a whole other match.
And his opponent, hailing from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the Law, Lawrence Botello!
Here we go, the man dead set on becoming wrestling champion, Lawrence Botello, and he's got one of his biggest, probably his biggest obstacle tonight at the very least, in CJC. And you can see, I think Botello's trying to eat. I think he understands who's about to step in the ring with. We've seen these two have quite the contest over the Americas Championship, and for them to meet now here in the semifinals is it's shocking to say that. Oh, I wouldn't say shocking. I would say both these men probably you could expect to be here in this position, but you know, with one of these guys having to go, it's gonna be rough to see whoever has to now face Zach Taylor, a fresh Zach Taylor. I might remind you in the finals.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be one absolutely intense match. Both of these guys, the most recent America's champions before Zeke Rose.
Absolutely. CJC, 270 days before, I believe, Lawrence, right around, I think somewhere in the mid 60 to 70s, if I'm not too wrong. I don't know. I don't understand how calendars work. But you are correct in that these are the two most previous men to hold the title that our commentary colleague Zeke Rose is currently holding. So we'll be down to just one after this match.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But hey, let's just keep it to the wrestling, okay?
Speaking of wrestling, we're down on the mat. Both men trading holds to start things off with.
There you go. Yeah, there goes the good Lexus here. Untraps the arm too. Gets a little bit of extra torque there on the limbs.
Lawrence able to kick his way out, however. Slowly working his way back up to his feet. The wear and tear of previous matches shown on both these guys. Lawrence did have more time to recuperate than CJC did, but he did also go through 2 different bouts of hell earlier tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That waist lock again. CJC, I think, just knows has to play to his game plan the best he can. Keep this match grounded as much as he can. And still finds a little bit of time to get in there, but again, just wrenching there, kind of a modified crossface. Oh, tries to catch him with surprise. They go looking for an armbar again. You can see CJC trying to end this match early.
Oh, for sure. Going for those patented traps of his.
Yep.
Into a quick pin, though.
Yeah. Saw that Botello had the defense up there, blocked the armbar, but uses his position to his advantage and tries to get a roll up there.
Absolutely. It's a interesting matchup when you don't want to get you don't want Lawrence to get too close because you know those powerful fists of his can finish you off quick, but you don't want to get too close to CJC either because you know if he lands you in the right hold, you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
James up here opting for a little bit of test of strength between these two.
Absolutely. The hands are clasped. They're fighting each other for.
Oh, CJC gets the leverage. Hold on here.
Uh-oh. They're back into that finger manipulation.
He's after the phalanges here, continues to hold through. Sets him up. And right after that arm goes CJC. I could throw the whole elbow out of place there.
Oh, absolutely. Do you want the brawler style of Lawrence to be able to rely on his fists? Probably not. I think that's why CJC's going after the arm in particular.
Knee strike dazed CJC for a moment there, but again goes low, and that basement drop kick again, that low sweep has been playing a lot of dividends for CJC tonight.
Absolutely. Lawrence didn't have the time to capitalize, and CJC took advantage of it.
And here comes the...
Oh, that drive-by hook caught CJC right on the money.
See him clutching that forearm, though.
Yeah, it's good that CJC went after those fingers, too. I think if they were at full strength, it probably would have that punch straight would have knocked him out. Hold on.
He just walked into that.
Walk off for sure.
Wait. Did you just do the gravedigger?
Yeah. We'll just call it a face buster.
Jesus.
Covers him up there. Just a 2 count there by CJC. Oh, I think he's got, but he had Botello by the bridge of the nose there.
He did. He had his nose. Back to wrenching on that arm, though. Lawrence trying to work his way to the rope, but he's just not close enough.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and swing his body around, but the problem is with CJC having that arm trapped, it's hard to do that. You risk putting your shoulder in even more tear by switching your body position.
Oh, absolutely.
I
That's
mean-
another one you don't want to tear apart is your shoulder.
Oh well, then you can tear
Well-
apart that lower jaw, big back elbow there by CJC, covered.
Still not enough, however. Lawrence still powering his way out.
You know, if we continue to go at this pace that CJC is going, he's definitely going to come out on top. Lawrence needs to step it up, bring some more heat into this because the stove is not going right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
He's not cooking.
You were talking about that fire that you thought you saw in Vitello's eyes. I mean, CJC looking to extinguish that as well as Vitello's chances of being ever able to use a pencil again.
Oh my goodness. Those fingers just obliterated.
The hero now becomes the villain, huh?
And again, back to that arm of Vitello.
We have been seeing a different side to both of these guys. Lawrence much more aggressive than he has been lately, and CJC kind of reverting to some old ways with some of the dirtier tactics there by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, look, when you practice and hone a style like that, you get it so ingrained into your muscle memory that it's hard to deviate yourself from there. Cover there. Oh, and a clothesline again, floors Vitello.
You know what it is? Both of these guys are champions, right? So you go back to what brought you to that place. I mean, Lawrence had that aggression that made him a champion. CJC had that technicality that made him a champion. He slowed everything down. He controlled the matches with his holds and his different moves. Like, this is a really great matchup. Like I said, not only is there history here, but these guys are both former champions.
There you go, those double-handed chops there by Vitello, rolls him through.
Russian leg sweep brings both men down. CJC down on his back on the mat.
We could be seeing the 3 count here.
And the triple chops while he's down.
Not enough yet, though. CJC rolls back through, gets his shoulder up.
You see how hard he's breathing just to get a breath into his lungs.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's definitely wrestled probably the most out of anybody left in the contest with the least amount of rest in between. So
absolutely, yeah, no doubt.
Still able to keep himself in this match. Vitello trying to find a way to put him down here. Off the ropes.
Another smack and a smack.
Oh, and they double clothesline. Both men thinking the same thing, and now, I mean, this is just exhaustion setting in, and a referee Chase Burdick here on the count.
Great minds think alike, and both of these guys had the same idea at the same time, and now they're both paying for it.
Burdick at a count of 6 now. Both men finally starting to stir here.
We're at 7 and finally off the knees.
Rolls through. Watch out here, German.
That was big.
Yeah.
He keeps the waist lock locked in.
CJC's looking to end this match in
He's wearing him down.
Looks he's gonna go for a third one, I think.
Vitello in finding his way, trying to break the hold there.
Doing whatever he can to
Oh.
find his way out. He manages to escape by the skin of his teeth.
Yo, somebody in this match already. I'm ready for the championship match.
Oh my goodness, fights through those right hands, and a released German puts a period on that in CJC with momentum.
This is it. Now put an exclamation mark on this, CJC.
Oh my goodness, a huge knee lift. I think Vitello's only on his feet because of the ropes. Yeah, you see him collapsing down in a heap. Cover.
Oh my gosh, another 2.9 if you ever saw it, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Blinded by the lights there, looking straight up at them. You can see Vitello's still dazed there, got that shoulder up probably purely off of instinct at that point.
He's trying to find something to keep going. He's barely able to stand on his own 2 feet. CJC, though, is also kind of crawling and showing just how much punishment he's taken as of late.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh my goodness! Leroy Brown with the ring bell!
Oh my gosh, and CJC
Yeah,
is
Chase
down.
Burdick's still worried about Lawrence Vitello. I don't think he realized that CJC got hit in the head with the bell.
I know. Look at him. He's barely moving.
He's out on his feet here. He's touching his head here.
Oh no.
You know.
Oh my goodness! Leroy Brown has busted CJC open with that shot.
Oh, that man is bleeding.
He's bleeding.
Patello with the running knee strike.
Uh-oh.
Man.
That's gotta be it.
That has to be it.
Just end it. Just let it end.
Yeah. Oh, and now Commissioner Taylor.
Commissioner is he's not ready to put this away.
He's just warming up. You know, just we gotta make it happen. You know.
We need somebody after CJC. Hold on, that man got busted open. Brainbuster from. Hold on, CJ.
Lawrence kicks out?
Well, I think Commissioner Taylor coming in, starting the finals of this tournament immediately. I
Hey.
mean, this tournament's just evolved into absolute. Yeah, this.
Hey.
Well, yeah, CJC skull fragments are in the ring bell. I'm sure that's not working at.
Hey, you always got to be ready.
But
Always be ready. That's the #1 rule of Zeke Rose.
we've even still got CJC some help. Come on, man. How many referees do we have out here?
I don't know. Hopefully someone got him to the back there. Been too distracted by the match.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's absolute chaos here, but this is all, I would imagine, working towards Commissioner Taylor's ideals here. Now straight with no rest as Lawrence Patello now thrust into the finals of the Zeke Rose Invitational.
Not even a second not even a second to recollect himself. Just immediately thrown to the wolves here.
Hey, the law of Zeke Rose is sink or swim.
Is that a pin or a chokehold?
Yeah, I think just kind of put his knee on his throat, and Patello kind of just threw the shoulder up. There's no pin, but I mean, he still had Zach Taylor sitting on his throat.
You know, he's giving him a chance to catch his breath. Okay, he's giving him a chance to get his win back, so it can be a fair match.
I don't know if I agree with that, Zeke. It's just been pretty much Zach wailing on Lawrence since the start of the ring bell.
Like I said, you got to keep those muscles warm. The best way to do it is by making contact, and that's what Zach is doing. He's such a great leader.
Lawrence just kind of clawing for that desperation here.
Oh, and I see. Hold on, I think Commissioner Taylor going for a little bit of cheap imitation here. Oh, and instead of a third right, just opts for an open-handed slap to Patello's face.
Did you see the mist just explode in the air as he made contact? That's a beautiful thing.
Saw it.
I mean, look, this is Commissioner Taylor's plan of perfection. It's only a matter of time at this point, probably before we crown ourselves a new wrestling champion. And fellas, I think it might be Commissioner Taylor.
I can't even say this is a match. This is just a slaughter.
I mean, there's no doubt it's going to be Commissioner Taylor. The guy has experience. He has all the knowledge. Like I said, he believed in me, and I believe in him.
The law is not a man to give up, but that might not be playing to what he needs right now. Sometimes there are moments where you just have to realize that you just can't keep going anymore. And I don't know if Lawrence has that instinct in him.
Yeah, I think if that's a genetic if that's like a genetic code or what piece of DNA puts that in your body, but I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that Lawrence Patello does not have that in him.
Absolutely.
As
He's definitely playing to his detriment right now.
well, you definitely can't hear anything right now.
Yeah, we got yanked up by the ears. Their backs select from the commissioner.
Somehow, gentlemen.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Look, I mean, this is the exact grit that won Lawrence Patello the America's Heavyweight Championship a couple months back, and it's showing again in display here, knowing that he's got championship gold in his sights. But again, Zach Taylor had, I'll say, for compared to Patello at least, a pretty cozy ride to the finals, where Patello's had to face some of the best in AAPW today.
Not exactly, but I mean,
Oh, hold on, spine buster.
Wow.
Well, that was, I guess that would have been the opening that Patello needed, but Commissioner Taylor gets the shoulder a bit too, and I think it
Come on, Zach.
rung his bell a bit too.
He's got the momentum on his side now. Can he
No.
capitalize on it?
Oh.
Beautiful.
Slide his way
That
out.
is so amazing.
Oh, I think looking for that knee there. Hold on, rolls through.
Guys trading waist locks. Gets the kick and then the chop.
Yeah, and you can see, Batello still trying to find his feet out underneath and try to roll through, and immediately Commissioner Taylor cuts him off.
Absolutely. He saw it coming. He knew what to expect. The crowd firmly behind Lawrence, though. They're chanting Allah's name.
I don't care how loud these people chant. That's still not going to help. The man is broken. It's over. It's obviously going to be Zach Taylor. He's in control. No. What the heck?
Lawrence fights back.
No. No.
He's gotten him.
It's Dazed. Dazed here sends the Commissioner off here. Law here, these double-handed chops. 2 rolls through. Again, back to these right hands, continues to Daze, and Dusty drops him. And the running knee takes the Commissioner down.
Unbelievable.
That could be the opening he needs. And another quick 2 count.
Chalk it up to the probably slightly more full tank of Commissioner Taylor here.
Absolutely think you're right there, Felix. It's just.
I mean, I feel like there's the same mileage to get to this path. I mean, let's not give Lawrence all the praise here. Zach Taylor deserves his praise for his road to this point as well.
Single arm backbreaker there by the Commissioner, but again, Vitello rolls through, gets the shoulder up.
My goodness, I can only imagine how sore that body of Lawrence's is. How many different body parts have been absolutely just devastated throughout the night here.
Oh, yeah, that's effective there. Commissioner Taylor still able to get his shots in.
When your goal is just to do as much damage as possible, technique be damned, and Zach knows this better than anybody. As he lifts him up for
Over
the finale.
Taylor driver. And it's not enough. You know, we've seen Zach Taylor go to that move time and time again, but Vitello gets his shoulder up.
Zach has won matches with that move before, and somehow, some way, Lawrence was able to power his way through.
Well, I would say Zeke probably a bit of a wrench thrown here into Commissioner Taylor's plan.
Nah, we're good. All a part of the plan. You know, it's kind of like dangling the cheese in front of the mouse.
Oh, well, talk about a little bit of stank on that cheese. And then the fisherman driver there by Zach Taylor, and that is
Thank you.
That super kick into the driver.
What an ending to the Zeke Rose Invitational. Zeke Rose is pleased that my commissioner, Zach Taylor, is your new AAPW Wrestling Champion.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. I think, it looked like for a moment that Chet Cassidy was about to bring the title to him, but Commissioner Taylor stops him and demands
You got a job to
Papa
do.
Don bring the title to him.
You have a job to do, Papa Don.
He wants to humiliate poor Papa Don as much as he can, and how else?
No. This should be.
Championship that I coasted myself into winning, Papa Don.
This is a moment of honor. What are you talking about?
What is this? What is this?
Thank you.
And just adding insult to injury there, a chair shot to the back of Vitello.
More injury to insult to injury. Injury upon insult upon injury even. Oh my god. Now there's more insults. He's giving him a wedgie.
Posting him through, and yep, just sends him up and over.
Is that your guy? That's what he's saying. Is that your guy?
What a horrific display.
Nah, this is legendary.
What has AAPW become?
A place of legends.
And now here you go, Papa Don bringing. Oh, hold on.
He's gonna make him say it, isn't he?
I mean, he has a job to do. You have to do your job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, with some enthusiasm,
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new AAPW Wrestling Champion, Zach
Taylor.
Well, I mean, I would say that Commissioner Taylor's plan was executed to perfection. He overcame, I would say, for lack of better terms, Lala Luna in the first round, received a bye in the quarterfinals, and now
Pavadon, ever since you left,
At the very least, Lord
this
Taylor.
company has gone nothing but up. Every time we've ran this show since you've been gone, these people have had a better time than ever since you've ever ran the company.
Thank you.
These people respect me more than they respect you.
He deserves that respect.
These people care about me more than they care about you. I don't care if you've been wrestling for 20 years, 25 years, 50 years. You will never be Zach Taylor. Now, close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new AAPW Wrestling Champion, Zach Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Want to let you know, next set on October the 29th, we'll be right back up here at the AAPW Arena, and it'll be our Halloween horror show. We have 10 matches on the card. You've already seen the matches already announced on there. We're gonna have tables matches, trash can matches, first blood matches. We're gonna have come as you are, which means whatever the guys bring from the back, they can use it in the match. It's a lot going on October 29th, so you want to be here for that. Tell your friends and family for that one. Also, let you know, October the 5th will be my birthday show. I've already got permission from Commissioner Zach Taylor for me to have this show, and we will be having all the drag queens will be here for that show. So you don't want to miss out a night with the drag queens here at AAPW. We do it twice a year. It's already here, October the 5th, right here at the AAPW Arena. So catch us you see, that's where October 29th is our show. November the 5th is the birthday drag queen show. You don't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out. We will see you, to all our fans here, thank you. We will see you October 29th right here at the AAPW Arena. Good night, everybody.
And to put a note on that, that is our show. Make sure you follow us on all social media at official AAPW for updates, information on our Halloween show, our upcoming contest. If you want to even, I don't know if you can see the banner in the background, AAPW is of course a wrestling academy. If you're interested in pursuing your dream as a professional wrestler like anybody else would, be sure to contact the school for more information on becoming a student. That'll about do it for us. I am the fabulous flyweight Felix Rogers. This has been my cohorts Garrett Schultz and the AAPW American Champion Zeke Rose. Thank you guys. We'll see you October the 29th.